Hey YouTube, looking at another Jungle Cup team. Mandiba's Galarian Stunfisk, no, Galarian Slowbro and Unova Stunfisk. And so this team, double weak to ground, like you're gonna whiz cash and stuff like that, they're gonna cause you huge problems. So I don't know if you want to run this exact team. But I wanted to test two Pokemon. I wanted to test Stunfisk because during the battles I'll go over Stunfisk, how it's got nice bulk, it's spammy, but the moves are not hard hitting, and I'll go over that in a minute. And Galarian Slowbro, because I just use Galarian Slowbro in a Gym Breakers, and like it's interesting because if you use Nidoqueen, it's got a little more bulk than Nidoqueen, I think, but it still feels like you get that poison jab damage, really adds up. Then you have Surf Community Day move that comes out pretty quick. So I want to test it out to see, again, like poison, also poison psychic, right? So super resisting the counters from Vigoroth. That's one of the main reasons I put it in. So let's look at the battles. Speak about Vigoroth, right? So I'm resisting here, like those are doing nothing. And I'll probably let this first one go, because if this is one of my first battles, I probably have no idea how much a Body Slam does. So again, less than 50%, but with the counters they're adding up. So I went straight Sludge Bomb. This is my first match, but don't know how much it does. Thought maybe you could take it out just short. So I'm like, I could live this, but I'm pretty low. So let's just shield, farm down, and then come out with Switch and some energy. And they give up Switch themselves. So there's no real point of throwing this here. This was a mistake. I have a Thundershock Discharge Stunfisk. So that is just a waste of energy, and this is a waste of taking a move here, right? I should be making that swap instantly to Stunfisk. Again, this is my first time. So this is where Stunfisk is going to shine, right? Resisting the wing attack, double super effective discharges, very, very spammy. So down would have gone. I know they have like Ice Beam. I assume this will hurt, so I'm going to shield up because you are half ground, so it would be super effective. I think I can't Thundershock down. Again, Thundershock's a fast charging move. It's not a hard hitting move. And they double shield too as well, so they want to get this Ice Beam off. So maybe they don't have a great answer for this. So the Ice Beam comes through Dragology, and it is half poison. So Mud Bomb comes through. It's not very effective. It is super effective, and it does less than 50%. And I'm gonna go over the stats maybe in a couple battles here, because I really have a problem with Stunfisk from that perspective. And then Mandibuzz, just being the bulk that it is going to deal with a lot of whatever's left over here. Buzzle resisting the counters, so this is great. They eventually get out. This matchup, again, you resist their sparks, you're doing neutral. Mud Bomb is super effective, Surf is super effective, but you will outpace and do that, so I'll keep alignment here, so that's no problem. Okay. Stunfisk. I am really, really torn about this Pokemon. And I'll tell you why. It is good stat product. A defensive Pokemon, 101 attack, so not very attack heavy at all, but 127 defense, 169 stamina, 2200 overall, right? Once you hit that 2200, 2000 mark, you're already looking great. So 2200 overall. Love it. Mudshot, one of the best fast charging moves in the game, or Thundershock, which is what I did. So they're both the same. Exact same. Doesn't matter if you want. It just depends what you would want, mud or electric. No reason I chose electric for this meta. I just had it on my Pokemon and I didn't want to take it off. So super, super fast charging moves. Then you get to the charge moves, and you have three options: Mud Bomb, Discharge, and Muddy Water. Now, Muddy Water is garbage, 35 for 35. So it's not even a move that you would ever look at. So you have to run Mud Bomb, Discharge. The problem with this Pokemon is the damage per energy on these moves is not terrible. Mud Bomb is 40 for 72, 1.8, and Discharge is 45 for 78, so 1.73. Again, you get same type attack bonus, so those are like boosted from their base stats. The problem when you look at that is, so these are basically boosted same type attack bonus moves. it is the equivalent of the bait move, coverage move on Galarian Stunfisk with Rock Slide, 45 for 75 for 1.67. And that's the problem. This Pokemon has absolutely no threatening charge move. And you saw that in the Dragalge matchup. I threw a super effective Mud Bomb onto Poison, and it didn't even do 50%. And that's because you have such a low attack, and these moves are, again, damage per energy, fine. Overall damage from a super low attack Pokemon, not good. And that's where I felt a lot of the problems came out when you're in like neutral matchups. Like you can go against a Vigoroth and stuff like that. You need to throw like three Mud Bombs plus potentially to take it out. So from that perspective, that's where I think this Pokemon really fails, and I think that's why everyone would just go with Galarian Stunfisk, because Galarian Stunfisk, you have that fast move Rock Slide for coverage, which does like similar-ish damage for energy, but then you have the nuke, right? Earthquake, 132 damage, and you just do not have that on Stunfisk, and you really struggle from that. Slowbro, Steel's gonna be tough here, but I kind of just need to well, no it's not, because I have two answers, but they catch with Altaria, so nice catch. I'll probably farm a bit and then come my Stunfisk. Yeah, come my Stunfisk. So Galarian Slowbro is ranked 214 in this meta. And I think it's that low for a couple of reasons. One, its stat product is not amazing. It's not bad. 119, 108, 145 for 1872. Not terrible, not the best. Poison Jab, still one of the best sort of damage and energy output combos here, right? 3.5 damage energy per turn with 4.2 damage per turn with the stab. So really nice from that perspective. Where it struggles, I guess your charge moves a bit. With Surf is an okay move, but it's a coverage move, and it's your best bait move that you have, which is the problem, right? Because Surf is not an amazing move on a non-water Pokemon. So 40 for 65, 1.63. And then even the Sludge Bomb, 50 energy for 96 damage, 1.92. So again, damage per energy, not bad. Overall, 96 damage, not amazing. But again, I kind of liked using it in the Gym Breakers because it had some wide coverage. It's got a unique typing in Poison and Psychic. Right? So you only have 3 weaknesses: Dark, Ghost, and Ground. But you double resist fighting. And that's, I think, one of its biggest. You double resist fighting. And obviously Vigoroth is huge in this. And then even in Open, all the fighters, like this is a potential one you can use. It has Scald. It has Scald. But again, then you get into the not having a good energy generating move. Again, 3.5 energy per turn is not bad, but it's not good. You really just get a lot of damage out of it. So it'd be a little tougher to go Scald and Sludge Bomb, but there's options. And then you even have a Nukes and like Focus Blast and stuff. So there's options if you want a harder hitting one, but it's a little tricky to run that. And then Mana Buzz is super strong. I've gone over that. Actually, one thing I keep mentioning, I just want to put it into perspective how much more Dark Pulse is on this Pokemon. For 5 more energy, you're doing 12 more damage. And man, you really feel that extra 12 damage. And 12 damage is not inconsequential overall. Yeah, as you can see, it would take 3 Mud Bombs to take this out. So yeah, it's not inconsequential, that extra 12 damage you get just for going that little extra energy. So yeah, a really, really strong move. And I think it makes it super, super strong in the Open meta, and it's number 7 on PvP Poke for Jungle Cup. And I think it rightfully so is worth all of that. So yeah, we'll play out a few battles. Again, I don't think I'd run this exact same team. I just went over Slowbro's and Stunfisk's issues. I don't mind using one. If I had to use one, I don't think I'd use Slowbro again. I just put out Nidoqueen yesterday. And again, if I want to use a poison, I'm probably using Clodsire. Quite honestly, there's no real point to use anything but Clodsire. if you want to poison. So I think Poison Clodsire is the best one in this meta. I think that Stunfisk, it's still ranked number 10. And I guess the thing is, it has a few weaknesses. Actually, more than a few. It's got ice. It's got water. It's got grass. It's got ground. So from that perspective, not great. Although the moves aren't hard hitting, when you have one of the best fast moves in the game, you do spam these things a lot. So your opponent or you will be surprised at how often you get to these moves. But yeah. And then I gotta think of another team. I was so close to going back to like a Vigoroth Sableye again. I just put that out on yesterday. I really think that like just doing a safe team is probably the way to go in this. I've seen a lot of like Whiscash still in this meta. Skarmory's, like it's very similar to what you're seeing in Open from that perspective. So I don't know. I don't know what to use next. I mean, I'm filming this on Friday for Sunday, so I've definitely thought of something by now because I will do a few before Sunday. Here comes a Mud Bomb. Like it's just so bad. Like it's just such a bad move, Mud Bomb. It's not a bad move. It's just that from a lower attack Pokemon, it just does not do much. I probably should have farmed down there. I shouldn't have thrown. And then Guzzlord. I will get to another move. But again, this on a Guzzlord is probably just going to be a tickle. Not bad. I always thought Guzzlord was like super, super tanky. But then there's just moves like that like really hit it. And I was like, maybe it's not as tanky as I thought it was initially. Anyways, we'll keep this going. Let me know other videos. Because I'm officially at the holy smokes with this channel. And I get it. There's a lot of factors that go into like the subscribers growth and stuff like that. But just to put it in perspective, let me see the month. So like January, I had like 500 subscribers plus. February down to 425. March down to 365. And halfway through April, I'm at 123. It seems like I ran to like 20,000. I can't even get to 21,000. And if you look into the 90-day, 40% less than the previous 90 days. And again, I think there's a few factors in that. One, I'm not putting out as many videos. Two, the leagues are not amazing, but not bad. And then the third one is, I think we're in like the worst period of of Pokemon Go of the seasons, right? I think that this is the worst season before we get into like the ramp up of summer where a lot of people are excited and you get a lot of good events. That being said, I know people will watch, those who will always watch will watch. Let me know if there is a video you want me to do as like a second video in a day that's not another Jungle Cup team, because I really don't want to put like 12 Jungle Cup teams out this week. So if you have like whatever, like just drop it in the comments below. What video do you want me to see me do over the next few weeks? And that is basically it. I am tired. Work is busy. I work for the federal government. I work on a couple hot files. And for those who are good upstanding citizens, know that the budget is dropping next week. The budget for the year. So yeah, work's been busy. And then yeah, work's been busy, family's been busy. Sports betting's been busy. I'm trying to think what else is going on with my life. That's basically it. I at the beginning on Twitter, I I haven't been doing what I said I was going to do, but I have got the outcome of why I wanted to do it. So on Twitter, I said I wanted to hit a certain amount of subscribers, which right now, if I keep the subscriber pace up, I'm not going to hit it. 2, do more in-person events. Haven't done that yet, but again, I really want to try and go to New York Go Fest just to meet people. But again, money-wise, we'll deal with that. The third thing I want to do is make less videos, which I have been doing, because I want to replace it with working out. I have not been working out. The main reason I wanted to work out was because, again, you can't really see it on me. And again, people are going to you're still so skinny for your height. And it's kind of true, but not really. So I'm 6'2". So for those of you who don't use the feet, I think it's 190-ish in centimeters or whatever. I weigh, for most of my life, this is really off topic. So if you don't want to listen, thank you for watching and goodbye. But if you want to listen, I played sports growing up constantly. Soccer, basketball, and golf were my main 3, but I also just played it everything for fun. So my metabolism was amazing and I was playing a ton of stuff. So even at 6'2", for most of my life, I was 140 pounds, which is severely underweight, but I was 140 pounds. Then I blew up my knee. I tore my ACL, MCL, meniscus. I've had 3 knee surgeries since then. So my sports career is over. I play golf. That's about all I do. So the sports career is over. I'm now 36. My metabolism is over. And for a while though, there at my first job, I was working out 5 days a week because the senior management, there was 50 of us, was you guys need the physical and mental break from work. Don't take as much time as you need to go to the gym. So there's 20 of us out of the 50 people who went to the gym every single day during lunch for an hour and a half. And this was the best shape I've ever been in. I was probably 160, 170, probably 165, 170 pounds, but so much muscle, so much muscle I put on, the most muscular I've ever been, because again, I was super fit because I was playing on a bunch of sports, but I never did weights. And then now with that gone, I just went hit the weights and I was really, really ripped. Then I got a new job where they didn't allow me to go, and then COVID happened. So I was going at night, and then COVID happened, and then 2 kids happened. So I haven't been working out. So when I say balloon, it is a balloon for me because this was the highest I ever ran. I got up to 195 pounds. And again, 6'2" and 195 is pretty fine. Honestly, that height versus weight. But again, as someone who was for pretty much all his life under 170 or 170, under 170, going to 195 was a wake up call for me. So I was I'm going to do less videos so I can start working out more. My wife and I made a commitment. My wife has done, how many days have it been? 102-ish days in this year, and she's probably done 85. Not every 5 days she's probably worked out. So she is working out and is looking great. I have not been working out. However, what I have done is fixed my diet. I have a real sweet tooth. I cut out all the I rarely eat chips anymore. I used to eat a lot of sweets, cookies. I don't eat after dinner anymore, and stuff. And so I went home for Easter, where Italian parents fill you right back up. But they had a scale and we don't have a scale in our house, but they have a scale in their house. So I'm like, let's just say. And I was like, I think your scale's broken, because I was back down to about 177 pounds, which is like an 18-pound loss from my highest, but just by like not eating. And I used to drink a lot of Coke too. So basically just fixing my diet, I've lost like 18 pounds. Probably some of the stress of work. So for those of you who don't know, I work in infrastructure, but I was in financing. I was on transit and water, wastewater, and now I'm also on the housing file. So housing is kind of a big issue in Canada. I can say this because it was just publicly announced. The Prime Minister just announced a new Canada housing plan. So like this is all stuff that I've been, not obviously one small fraction of it, but part of for the last like little bit here. And yeah, so it's been, work has been very, very, very busy. So between work, stress, life stress of having the kids, and then not eating crap, I'm down about 18 pounds. So I still want to get back to working out. This is very off topic. I'm well aware of that. So thanks for the listening. I still want to get back to working out. We have a bike and a treadmill, and we have a bench press with one bar, and like not a ton of like the weights to go on the bar, enough that I can start, but then we don't have any dumbbells. And I was looking up dumbbells, and holy investment, it's like maybe like $1.50 per pound. So to put that in perspective, if you want like two 20-pound dumbbells, it's going to cost you like $60-$80 just for that. So it's expensive to get all those. So I don't think I'm going to get those yet, but that's what, like, I really miss this part of my, like, if I had that, maybe I'd start working out more at home as opposed to just like a bench press and like a bike and treadmill. Anyways, that's my life. Kind of random, but yeah. Anyways, that's enough talking. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.